This is a power HIIT and conditioning workout for your ovulatory phase. I'm just wrapping up this workout and I can already tell this is one that is going to take me a while to come down from. So much power, so much heat, so much energy moving through the body. Ovulation is a time where we experience a surge in estrogen in the absence of progesterone. So progesterone is still very low while estrogen surges. What that means is we have an opportunity to take advantage of higher energy levels, greater recovery, greater anabolic response. Estrogen promotes that anabolic response, which is just our ability to build, to take advantage of the accretive processes where our energy that we take in, our calories, are used to build muscle. We're not in the breakdown mode yet. So in this practice, it is intense, it is challenging, and I encourage you to listen to your body throughout. Know when you can push, when you can stay in that breathless working zone, and when you need to dial it back. If you're coming into this workout maybe feeling a bit flatlined with the elevated estrogen, which can happen, then maybe dial it back. Maybe you're not working with the explosive power, but instead staying steady in that rhythm throughout. Or maybe you go down in weights today and use something that is a little bit more manageable. In today's practice, we're using every minute on the minute as our structure. What this means is we have a 1-minute timer that runs continuously for 24 minutes. That's our full workout. It's short and sweet. For each of the exercises, there's only 4 exercises. They're simple but effective. We're doing 10 reps of each exercise. So as you might expect, the quicker that you perform those 10 reps, the more of the minute you have left over for rest. So in each minute, you want to complete your reps, and then whatever remains is yours for rest. You'll see in this workout that there's a few of the movement patterns where I struggle to hit the 10 reps. It doesn't seem like much, but we're building in volume over 5 rounds. So it's very few movements, just 4, but we're accumulating that rep volume to create the intensity. So in today's practice, I'm using a set of 15-pound dumbbells, which did get very heavy at the end. If you have something more in the 8 to 10-pound range, that might be beneficial for the volume of work that we're putting in today and the speed, the pace that we're moving in. So we've got those 4 exercises that we're completing in 5 rounds. And then between each of the rounds, we'll drop the weights and we'll use that minute, a full minute, for a cardio burst. So we're using a body weight pattern to kind of get the heart rate elevated and create that heat, that transformative energy. This is a part of the elemental medicine series. So we're tapping into the fire element during the ovulation phase. So we're working a lot with the space in the body where the fire element resides. So the solar plexus, right there where the ribs join. It's the space of digestive fire where your self-esteem, your sense of power resides. So we want to kind of stoke that flame without letting it get too hot, too overpowered. We don't want to burn out. So it's this idea of intuitive fire keeping, where you know when to add a bit more heat, when to add a bit more oxygen, more breath, and when to dial it back, when to slow down and kind of cool the body down. So just play with that idea, that notion throughout this practice, especially if you're with me, you might be breathless for most of that 24-minute period, but really just letting that be an invitation to kind of observe the inner flame, observe your energy from a really intimate place of practice. This does begin with a movement tutorial where I will break down the exercises so that you can get the form and mechanics. It gives you a good way to kind of gauge the weight selection that you want to use, and there's a few variations, a few modifications offered that you can keep in your back pocket as needed throughout the practice. It doesn't include a warm-up and a cool-down, so right after the tutorial, we'll jump into the workout. But if you'd like to bookend your practice, I encourage you, please warm up beforehand. I've included a link to a very quick 5-minute warm-up and about a 10-minute cool-down in the description of this video, so please use those elements to bookend your practice as needed. But if you're coming in warm and you want to cool down on your own, you can just jump in and join us for this really fiery 24-minute practice. Let's get started with our tutorial. Before we jump into today's workout, I'd like to walk you through each of the exercises that we'll be using so that you can select your weights appropriately and also just get the alignment into your body so you know the different variations that might be available and you have the form and mechanics ready to go. So our first movement pattern is with weights. We have 4 weighted movement patterns, and then we'll have a body weight cardio burst in between rounds. So our first movement is a front squat pulse with a rotation. For the front squat, your feet are a little bit wider than hips width. The toes turn slightly out, heels slightly in. We draw low ribs and hip points together. Keep your shoulders over the hips. You can have the weights right at your shoulders in that front squat rack, so kind of resting on the shoulders. Keep the spine nice and tall as you lower down. We'll pulse here for 1, and then as you rotate, keep the shoulders tight into the body and really feel your belly promote that rotation. Come through center, pulse, and then to the other side. So you pivot on the back foot and really use the belly to rotate. Come through center, pulse, and rotate. Exhale as you rotate to really draw the belly in and promote that engagement all the way around. In each movement pattern, we have 10 reps. So we'll take 10 reps of that squat pulse, and then we'll move into a burpee variation without the jumping. So we're using more of a deadlift motion in place of the jump. So you'll have your weights about shoulder width distance. And we'll start in a standing position. You'll come down, grab your weights, hop back into a push-up, lower down, knees can be up or down. Press up, hop the feet to the hands. And then this is where we're taking out the jump. Simply press through the heels to lift the weights up. And then it's a curl to overhead press. As you take the weights overhead, beware of flaring the ribs too far out. Instead, keep the belly integrated. Draw your low ribs and hip points together, and then broaden across the heart. So it's a hammer curl up and press overhead. Come back down, hop it back, push up, and come back through center. That one, again, we're working through 10 reps. The next exercise, we're coming back down into our plank position for side plank rows. Here, we'll rotate onto the outer edge and inner edge of both feet. So you're moving the heels to the right side, and then you lift that weight close to the chest and press it overhead. Come out the way you came in, rotate to the other side. Lift and press. You can also take this with the feet and hips square if you'd like, for a bit more core activation. Know that will require perhaps lighter weights, and it will be more taxing on the belly. So you can take your options there. I'll be using the rotation here. Still works the belly, but allows you to go a little bit heavier in weight for that row to press. And then our last movement pattern here we'll be using a single dumbbell. You'll take the ends of the dumbbell and press the weight overhead. Keep the low belly drawing in. And if you can, upper arm bones are slightly behind the ears. So you want to have that opening, that mobility in the shoulders. From here, it's a reverse lunge. Come into your lunge, 90-90 in the knees. And then we're rotating. So you'll take the weight to that front hip and then use the belly to press it back up. Come to stand and switch sides. So let it come down at an angle. Keep the inner thighs hugging to the center to create that foundation. And then twist it up and stand. That one, you may choose to have a heavier weight since we are dropping down to a single dumbbell, but this practice does accumulate in rep volume. So I'm going to stick with 15 pounds for the entire practice. So I've got just one set, not having to fuss with changing out weights. And then the 15 pounds for me, that will be plenty in the reverse lunge and rotation. So in this style, we're doing every minute on the minute. You'll complete your 10 reps at your own pace as quickly as possible to give you more rest. So you have as much time as you need within that minute to complete your 10 reps. And then the remainder of that minute is rest. So you have a minute timer continuously moving through. At the end of our first round of 4 exercises, we have our first cardio burst. So this is a bodyweight cardio burst that you're completing for an entire minute before moving on to the next round. So our first cardio burst movement is a squat with a toe touch. So you'll squat down and touch a hand to opposite foot, down and up. If the leg extension is too much, you can always make it a knee and tap alternate knees, maybe to alternate elbow, to create that core engagement, that twisting action. After the second round of those 4 exercises, we're coming into twisting mountain climbers. So you have your nice strong plank, low belly and low ribs and hip points draw together to engage the low belly. Stretch the heart forward. Hug the heels of your hands and the balls of your feet together. And then we're twisting side to side. You can take it nice and slow, or you can pick up the pace. Your choice, but wherever you are, focus on staying steady and in control. So if you pick up the pace, don't lose the engagement in the low belly. Stay kind of in that concentration and the focus to really get the benefit of the core work. After our third round of the weighted practice, we're coming into get-ups with a knee twist. So you'll start in a kneeling position, and we're alternating sides. So you'll step up with the right, tap knee to opposite elbow, and come back down. Step up with the left, tap the knee, and come back down. So if you follow the rhythm of your feet, you'll naturally alternate. So you step up with one side, draw the knee in, then take that knee down and switch sides. After our our second to last round of the weighted movement patterns, we're coming into plank hops. So here, a couple of different options. You'll start in your plank position. So lower impact, you'll be lightly hopping one foot and then the other to opposite sides. So hop to the right, hop to the left, back through center. If you want to pick up the pace and add some heat, we're hopping both feet together, creating that twist, keeping the legs moving as a unit. You'll feel the belly fire up and you get a bit of that rotation. Then we have one final round of the weighted movement patterns for 5 total. This will be 24 minutes of solid effort. So grab your water, get your weights ready, and let's get started with the workout. This video jumps right into the workout, so please make sure that you have warmed up ahead of time, either on your own or using the Quick Body Kickstart in the description of this video. There's a link there so that you can enjoy 5 minutes of warming movement, just to make sure that you're easing into it and not jumping right into the weighted work from the beginning. I'll get our timer started here. We have 24 minutes of continuous 1-minute intervals. Again, we're doing every minute on the minute. So you complete your 10 reps of each exercise as quickly as you can, and then the rest of that minute is yours for rest. In between each round, we'll have a bodyweight cardio burst. So you'll get your heart rate pumping, and we'll get started here in about 30 seconds. So grab your weights, set up your space. Our first movement is the squat pulse with rotation. So in that rotation, keep the elbows hugging in close and really use the belly, use the intercostals to rotate the weights as you come up. We're starting in that front rack position, so weights are at the shoulders, feet are slightly wider than hips width distance, toes out, heels in. We'll go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10 reps. Pulse it out and rotate. That's 1. Stay slow and controlled here. 2. But we're moving with power. 3. To make use of that rest at the end of the interval. 4. 5, pulse it out. 6, 7, 3 more here. 8, 9, and 10. Got about 20 seconds of rest here. before we move into our burpee movement pattern. So enjoy it. We're working today on that fire element. So lots of activation, integration in the belly with rotation, moving the spine. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights, hop it back, push up. That's 1. Rise up, curl to press. Let's go for 2. Push it down, hop forward, curl, and press. That's 3. Up and over. 4. We've got 30 more seconds. Can you pick up the pace to finish it out? 5. You can always omit the push-up if you need to. 6. 20 more seconds. 7. Might not make the full 10. You can always modify in the next several rounds. 8. And 9. So hopefully you made it through. Take a short break, and then we're right into our next minute. So the next movement pattern is a plank row. Come into your plank, open to side plank, row to press. That's 1. Row and press. That's 2. You can stack the shoulders, stack the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 2 more. 9, and 10. We have 10 seconds of rest. Set one weight off to the side. Grab your other weight by the ends. We're coming into our reverse lunge with a rotation. Here we go. Step it back and rotate. That's 1. Step it forward. Back, rotate. That's 2. Back, keep the belly strong. Here we go. 3. Back. That's 4. So 10 reps. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it builds quickly. That's 5. 6. We got this. 20 more seconds. Here we go. Last one. 10 seconds of rest before our first cardio burst. So we're doing a squat to opposite toe touch in 2, 1. Squat it down, tap the toes. Again, you can keep bent knees if the leg extension is too much. Here, we're focusing on that hip flexor strength. So you're really lifting the leg to you, not bending over to meet the leg. After this, we come right back into that squat pulse with rotation. Breathe. So this is where we are stoking the fire. We're building heat. We're building breath. Almost like a bellows. We are adding oxygen to the fire so that the flame can burn brighter. And that is the energetic of the ovulatory phase. This glowing from the inside out. Last 5. You got it. Stay with it. Continuous work here and rest. Coming right into squat pulse with rotation. Get your front rack set up and let's begin. Squat pulse and rotate. That's 1. Collect your breath here. That's 2. Weight is in the heels. 3, 4. Great opportunity to intentionally slow down the breath. 5, 6, 7, 3 more. We got this. 2, and 1. 10 seconds of rest before jumping into that burpee variation. So for this round, I'm going to take out that push-up to be able to hit the 10 reps. Here we go. Hop it back and forward. Lift up, curl to press. That's 1. Keep the hips nice and low. That's 2. Here we go. 3. We got this. Use your breath. 4. 5. Halfway through this minute. Halfway through the reps. Let's go. 6. Breathe. 7. Press through the heels on the way up. 2 more reps. 9. And 10. Set the weights down. 3 seconds. We're going right into our side plank press. Here we go. Rotate open. Press it up. 1. Come through center. Hips stay low. 2. 3. This one is short and sweaty, so give it your all. Really tend to that fire. Just 2 more after this. Keep track of your reps. And that's 10. Rest. Set one weight off to the side. Got about 10 seconds here. Gather your breath. Grab your single weight. I'm breathless right there with you. Take it overhead. We step back and rotate. Here we go. Step back, rotate. That's 1. Step back, rotate. 2. Keep the hips square as you rotate. So really squeeze the legs to the midline. That's 4. 5. 6. 4 more. Let's get it. Working for that rest. 8. 2 more. You got this. Legs are strong. 9. And 10. Got about 10 seconds before we come into our crossbody mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Next cardio burst. Nice and quick. You can have that pause in the middle or take it out and run it out. I'm going to stay in this low impact variation, just working the belly, shoulders over the wrists, heart is stretching towards the front of your mat. Taking pause as you need to collect the breath, make it sustainable. Shift the mindset now. So in the every minute on the minute weighted portion, we're wanting the timer to move slow. And in this cardio work, maybe wanting that timer to pick up the pace. Coming back to our squat pulse after this in 8, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights. We're right into it. Our next interval, round 3. Here we go. Squat pulse and rotate. Slow down the breath. You got this. And rotate. 2. Feel the shoulders. Feel the legs. Holding that weight. 3, 4. Keep track of your reps. It's only 10. Builds with volume. 6. 4 more. 7. 8. 2 more. Rotate. Stand tall. and 10. Set the weights down. Again, I'm going to leave out the push-up to be able to have a bit more quickness. Going to the burpees in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hop it back, forward. Press through the heels, curl to press. That's 1. Back, forward. Curl to press. That's 2. Back and forward. 3. Stay strong. You've got this. 4. 5. That's 6. 4 more. Finish it strong. 7. You can always switch to one arm only if you need to. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10 with 5 seconds to spare. Drop the weights for a moment. Come right back in. Side plank press. Here we go. 10 reps. 1. 2. Use the counting to give your mind something to focus on. 4. 5. 6. 4 more. Stay with it. Get strong. 7. 8. 2 more. Finish it out. 9. And 10. Enjoy your well-earned rest. Set that one weight off to the side. We're coming into our reverse lunge with rotation. Grab your single weight, bring it overhead, and reverse lunge. Let's go. That's 1. Belly stays strong. So take the work out of the lower back. That's 2. If the weights get heavy, you can always bend the elbows and bring it to chest. Rotate to chest. Your choice. 6. 7. 8. Coming into our get-ups next. 9. And 10. Rotate. Set the weights down. We're going in 5. Starting in your kneeling position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hands behind the head. Cross the body. Knee down and switch. So it's kneeling. Step up. Knee drive and back down. Step up. Knee and back down. Try to keep the torso elevated. Move as quickly as you can while maintaining your balance and maintaining your form. Here we go. Breathe. Use this rhythmic pattern to drop into that moving meditation. You can take the arms down if you need to. We're doing a lot of overhead work, so the shoulders might be moving towards fatigue. Really drive the knee with some force. That's that fire element deep in the belly. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come right back in. Squat pulse and rotation. This is round 4. We're getting close. Squat pulse and rotate. 1. Squat pulse and rotate. 2. You can take out the pulse if you need to. 3. Just to create a bit more longevity with this practice. 5. 6. 4 more. We got this. 7. Feel that sweat pooling, burning through, creating transformation from the inside out. Last one. and 10. We've got about 12 seconds of rest here before moving into our burpee. We got this. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm keeping the push-up out. Hop it back and in, and press. That's 2. Curl to press. That's 3. Curl to press. This is 4. Up and over. 5. If you have anything left, pick up the pace. Get that rest at the end. 7. 8. 2 more. Keep the belly strong. Don't lose it as you jump back. Last one. 10 seconds. Shake it out. Rest for this brief period. Coming into side planks. Here we go. 2, 1. Rotate it open. Press up. Stay strong. I really feel the belly here. Working hard. 3, 4, 5. You can always come down to the knees if you need to. 6. Stepping the knee back. 7. Almost harder on the knees. 3 more. 8. 9. And last one. 10. Set one weight off to the side. Enjoy about 10 seconds of rest here. This workout is no joke. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to keep the weight low for these first couple reps while I collect my breath. That's 1. Down and up. That's 2. Keep that back knee hovering. Down, up. That's 3. That's 4. I'll take 2 more with the elbows bent. And then push it through till the end. With straight arms. Take it overhead if you're with me here. We've just got 4 more reps. 1. 2. Last 2. 3. And 4. Set those weights down. We have our plank hops. This is our last cardio burst. In 3, 2, 1. Start in your plank. Hop the feet to the right and back, to the left and back. If you want lower impact, you're just doing that little shutter step. 1 foot and then the other. Back, you'll still feel the legs. Feel the core. Rest as you need to gather your breath. We just have 1 more round after this in about 30 seconds. So create that mindset shift. What do you need to modify? Where do you need to dig deeper to make it through our 5th round? The last 4 minutes of work to round out our session. Last 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights, coming right into the squat pulse. We got this. Last round. Stay strong. Pulse. And rotate. Pulse. That's 2. Stay with it. Dig deep, get strong. Find your focus. Feel your whole body working, supporting you. That breath guiding you through till the end. That's 6. 4 more. 4. Breathe. 3. 2. Last one. We're there. Next round, next exercise is the burpee. Got about 10 seconds of rest. Set up your weights. What do you need to keep solid mechanics from start to finish? Here we go. Hop it back and together. Curl and press. Hop it back together. Curl and press. That's 2. 3. Where can you dig deep? Do you have any room to pick up the pace? Or do you want to keep it steady, fluid, strong, like that fire? We don't want it to burn out. So find the sustainable effort here. 6, 7, 8. Just 2 more. You got it. At least till the end of the interval. And rest. Didn't quite make it through that last rep. Here we go. Side plank. Rotate and press. Find your position. Let's get it. That's 1. That's 2. We've just got 2 minutes left in this workout. Stay with it. 3, 4, shoulders on fire. 5, 6, almost to the end. 7, 8, I'm breathless with you. 2 more. 9, and 10. Step up, set one weight off to the side. You've got 5 seconds, and then we just have 1 minute left. 2, 1. I'm going to keep the weights low for these first few reps. Collecting the breath, slowing the pace, and up. 3. Here we go. 4. 2 more reps like this, and then picking it up till the end. That's 6. Press it up. Here we go. Rotate. 7. Step back. Rotate. 8. 2 more. We got this. We're at the end. Stay with it. Last one. Make it strong. And come up. Gather your breath. Take the feet wide. Alternate side lunge. So this workout does not include a cool down, but I encourage you to find some quick pace movement here to help guide your body from that max effort, max heart rate place back down to something sustainable. So you can take some rotation here, just working to guide the heart rate back down. Come through center, big inhale, and squat down, nice and low. Reach up, inhale, and lower down. So when you feel your breath slowing enough that you can breathe in and out through the nose, you can then shift from this place of practice into the cool down. We have a very quick cool down linked in the description of this video. I hope that you will use that or cool down on your own just to help your body transition more smoothly from the movement practice into the rest of your day so that you don't experience that crash. We're in the ovulatory phase, so we want to leave some energy left in the tank, even though I'm pretty close to E after that one. That one was tough. So if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here, for sweating, for contributing your breath to this collective, and for letting your body be moved.